Okay, so we'll go with this photo and see what all are the words we pick up on this. Okay, we take permission first. So, Varsha, if I can ask you, can I do a Scrabble throw on this photo of you at Fort Convent School Church along with Divya Bhargava and Simal Lekraj? Divya is Jaitley's Muh Boli Bhen's daughter. Arun Jaitley is some known person. Divya's parents know him pretty well. They lived at Darya Mahal in Nepensi Road. She is a dentist. She got married to a boy whose family sold their stuff from Nepensi Road and moved to Vashi for big bungalow and all that at the very beginning. They went away. She did her dentistry in abroad, somewhere, America or something of that sort. The boy and girl got married. Then they moved to Singapore. She's still in her human body. You have called her a villain in the past. Do you still call her a villain? Remember when we were asking you the Panvel issue? Now, tell me one thing. Simal has gone into the afterlife. You and Simal are friends. In the afterlife, do you hang out with each other? I was very surprised because even last time you told me the same thing, that Simal and you don't hang out with each other, but her cousin Sanjeev Rajan Lekhraj and you hang out with each other at times. Sanjeev Rajan Lekhraj and you hang out with each other, but Simal and you who were friends in school, very close friends. Didn't you get into a fight with Divya Bhargava and say you will, all of you all were throwing names around, apparently saying you're going to send the other one to jail and put in a police complaint, and you don't know who my mother is, my father is, my auntie is, my uncle is. Each one was threatening the other that you all would send them to jail. This is the bunch that had the fight or whatever, and then you all became friends after some time. Now I'm trying to understand. You say that version of Simal Lekraj is Cotton World Girl. She used to go to the shop and work over there like all the cousins, whether it is Leena, whether it is Simal, whether it is Jaya Lekraj, whether it is Shabnam Lekraj, whether it is Malvika Lekraj, whether it is Simal, whether it is Nisha, most of the girls used to go in rotation and work over there. That is true. Cotton World was a family run business which later got corporatized, but it got corporatized by fake ID Sanjeev Lekraj. Lavin was original. Sanjeev stole from fake ID Sanjeev Lekraj, stole from Cotton World Company. He's from a very bad background, the fake ID. The fake ID came in post 1995 end, 1996. He's a very bad soul. Is he responsible for fitting something in my stomach that makes the stomach hurt as of now? Is it a snake by any chance? A real snake? Is it a worm that is fitted into my body? It's a worm that has been fitted into my body. That worm is biting on my stomach quite a bit. One worm came out actually into the potty, but they went on record saying there are two. And I don't know what they called it. I don't know. And then they showed me like on YouTube, paradise flying snake. Is it a paradise flying snake that is fitted into my body? He did that because I called Kiran Merchant's identity Kira, which means worm. Because I was saying Kiran uncle is nothing like the fake ID, and I am calling him out for 2 different or 3 different or 4 different versions. And other than the original, the others have a propensity to crime. In fact, some of my neighbors have said to be their supporters. And so Purva Palm Beach has a huge amount of, I don't know whether they're terrorist or criminal linked people pretending on rent, pretending to be urban citizens or civilians, but they're Have 10 murders happened at Purva Palm Beach in 2025 or up to the end of 2025? Were 10 people murdered and replaced? Some are residents. It requires military action and RAW's action. It requires a high level of a commando to come in. It needs a high level commando team. I'm to putting the information out. Take it, leave it. Please work on it. That's all I'm telling you for your own good. Okay, so if you can see, Varsha's face has been, again, they've tried changing it around. Varsha doesn't look like this. Varsha's far prettier than this. They've tried changing her face around, but it is actually JAYA.ADVANI in here. Okay, and no star. Don't take my sister's identity and give it to other people. Don't you dare do that. Did you understand? I know Katrina. Varsha doesn't have time. I come from an educated background. We're all bloody third and fourth generation, convent educated, at least minimum graduation either in BCom or BA, or she's the only one who went to do science, frankly telling you. The rest of everyone is BCom BA. This one is Simal Lekraj, the original. If you realize, we're not people who fight with each other. We don't have your problems. We're just happy people. Because all of us are well provided for by birth. We don't have your issues. And that is where you stand out like a sore thumb when you take somebody else's ego looks, but your attitude just doesn't match up to anything, not even ancestrally, nor also with our own generation of cousins, friends, kin. You got nothing in you except a face that looks the same. But there's something to you that is completely different from days when we would have been much younger than this also, all the way into our adulthood. I mean, these are old days. Today I'm 52 years old, but I was very much part of this, but at my own friend circle in the same school, ahead of these guys, 2 years ahead of them. And we had a lot of fun. These guys were relatively, let's just say they were also their own type, we were our own type, but we're not your type. And that's where the problem is. Okay? The Shalina Hundalani ID is a fake one. Completely fake. On the back of that one marriage, how many shapeshifters, that also using our contact with the bloody Indian army to take anybody's favor. Frankly, the Advanis find it not appropriate. Now we have taken somebody's favor. It is my father's cousin, Mr. Mohan Advani. Right? He was Brigadier Mr. Mohan. अब जो कुछ भी है हमको थोड़ा ना पूछना पड़ता है. Oh, because of this, because of that, whatever. We also have to do a little. She's getting married. We think it's Varsha. So, okay, it is her marriage. We will take favors. But there also you have done shape-shifting. Shamelessly. How you can be from my family? You have to be an outsider with no ethics. You can't even be a Hindu according to me. Because Hindus know. You have to be from something that nobody talks about. Everything that is spoken about, you should thrash it into the trash can. It is rarely that. It has always been looking China, speaking America and fucking over Pakistan or India or Nepal or Bangladesh. It's consistently been that way. Though whatever's not been spoken about in the past is where you target your eyes and train it, and whatever they have gone on and on, whether it is Hitler's issue, whether it is a Paki issue, whether it is ISI issue, whatever be the case, thrash it into the trash can. And whoever they've called yucky, that yucky today is being VIP, having stolen VIP, from which country also they come, we don't know. And those who are actually born into good families, not necessarily VIP, उनको नस्लों पे लगा दिया है और उनके बारे इतना अनाप शनाप बकते हैं. What you don't understand is ये fragmentation इतना होगा, the last man on the street रोएगा. ऐसे दिन आने को है if this thing continues. So let's ask Shirdi Sai Baba, he can give something on this. So Shirdi Sai Baba, what would you like to say about this photo? Varsha is in the middle, Simal Lekraj to her one side, Divya Bhargava to the other one. Right? I got married to the fake ID of Simal Lekraj's actual cousin who we have seen from childhood. Nikhil Advani, my cousin's friend, at Bishop Cotton's, and this is Fort Convent. अब झूठ तो बोलना नहीं है, it is not part of our setup. But the point is we've been played a dirty dealing with or dealt really shitty stuff. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I'm out of the situation, but these people don't take out crap patches from me. At every step they spoil things for me. And that's Rosie Fernandez's identity. She's not my relative. She's the second generation employee of the Advani family, and I am the Advani. So Shirdi Sai Baba, what is it you want to say about this photo with JAYA.ADVANI, my sister, Simal Lekhraj from Cotton World, who lost her cousin in 1995. With him, R. Madhavan, also of Tamil Nadu, was murdered, is what I have been told, from Mahabalipuram. And third person in this is Divya Bhargava, who's still around. Now, what would you like to say about this photo? SM rat ET XR IB. Agnello Fernandez as Ashish Bhatia or in place of Ashish Bhatia? I don't know why this photo is bringing this, or they're talking about what the fan is saying softly. Let me ask her if this is addressing the photo or this is addressing the fan. What does this say? It says ET rat SM AF AB. The rat is Ashish Bhatia. Agnello Fernandez is Rosie Fernandez's one son. The X is Ashish Bhatia, and he's the rat from HR college, year of the rat. But apparently somebody got rid of somebody, rid IB. Now I don't know how to read this, but I'll keep it on the side. This Scrabble throws talking about the photo, Varsha. Ashish Bhatia was already on the scene. The real Ashish Bhatia was on the scene. Agnello Fernandez murdered the real Ashish Bhatia and then became Ashish Bhatia. So the fair Vaishnav Ashish Bhatia and then the dark Ashish Bhatia. The dark Ashish Bhatia was what? Agnello Fernandez? Somebody from out of the country pretending to be Ashish Bhatia on the murder of Ashish Bhatia? This is Rothschild's work again indirectly through Rosie Fernandez's network. Rosie Fernandez's network murdered Kabir Advani Gupta in 1999. Did that network murder even Anne Rane? Ashish Bhatia also was murdered by the same network. The fair Vaishnav Bhatia. They rumor mongered about things and gave me a bad name. Is Rosie Fernandez's network responsible for it? Was Maya Daswani's daughter Nirja Daswani ever connected with Rosie Fernandez's network or triggered by Rosie Fernandez's network in any way? Rosie Fernandez's network is connected with Africa. Muthuswami's network, the driver's network, was connected with Africa from Dharavi. High-level criminals from Africa bought into South India too. That's what the problem is. So you're talking about the photo. Okay, are you talking about anything from the fan and the ETs played from the fan, which the recording cannot take? So you're talking only about the photo? Okay, I will dissect the, I'll take it forward afterwards. Okay, all right. Did Agnello Fernandez ever stand in for Ashish Bhatia ever? In later years? When I was going to Rui Fernandez, did Agnello Fernandez ever stand in for Ashish Bhatia? Did Rocky Fernandez ever stand in for Ashish Bhatia? Did any Fernandez ever stand in for Ashish Bhatia? With me. They're only just murderers. And then they run the duplicate. They do so what? On the instructions of somebody else? Okay. What I want to say over here, 1 minute, let me ask. In the 5-month sojourn of that so-called 3rd of March 2002 and 4th of August 2002, did any of the Fernandez's, Rosie Fernandez's kids, shapeshift for dead SRL at anywhere in those 5 months? They did. And is that the one who spoke about Satan and serving Satan? And serving the devil? Is that the one who has spoken about, cross-pollination? Yucky, he never used the word yucky, but he kept talking about cross-pollination. So the Fernandezes had rotated. Had D'Souza also rotated? Sandra D'Souza's cousin also rotated in that setup? Sandra D'Souza's cousin also rotated. He wears the face of Kabir Gupta and R. Madhavan today. More R. Madhavan today. I want to tell you, freaks, Mr. Rothschild keeps his genetics and he has marriages happening between the next generation cousins. That's how he is so protective about the genealogy of his own family. So you are supporting him, he runs you, but you are shape-shifting in people's beds, trying to cross-pollinate and spoil gotras, spoil genes, spoil ancestry for what? Your boss doesn't follow it. He has used you to weaponize you to reduce the population, the genealogy, the gotras, the intellect, the abilities, so that he's the only one who stays ahead of the game. And you foolish people walked into his trap because you're very stupid.